And so it was once was. It was. I don't know what it was, but it was what it once was, at the very least. Don't you know? I like to pretend I'm sophisticated, but I'm not. Instead, we're going to talk about... I don't know, quite frankly. I've sort of lost myself in the past. In the past, present. I've mostly been incredibly lonely, to be honest. I'm just lonely. I'm just very lonely. I've lost myself to the world of XCOM. I've been playing XCOM for like a month straight, doing nothing else. No socialising, no anything else. It's kind of abysmal, really, but what else do you really do with these sort of notions, you know? You just have to sit on them and stew. That's frustrating, to be honest, because I've got nothing else to really do. You see, my grand plan of things, I want to make my own kingdom. And to make my own kingdom, I need my own authority of violence. And to make my own authority of violence, I need an edge that is wholly mine. But creating an edge from nothing, it's just not applicable in this societal norm, you know. At the very least, my capability is shown, and I should accept my reality of being just a slug in a hole. I guess, thinking back on my life in that sort of regard, I can understand why I became how I did. And it's incredibly hard for me not to just go ahead and return to that sort of thing. It's not like the wants that you have are terrible. It's more so that the manner to which you go about it. You cannot be beholden to that list. Otherwise, you stop being a person in wholeness. You know? It's just not possible. And on to that notion, I don't like shift poetry. I really don't. I can talk about it, but when I talk about it, it's difficult to talk about, because when you're talking about it to somebody who has a narrow perspective, poison bottling, and they think of it in terms of their own sort of castings of sorts. I've had multitudes of people that I thought that I guess I never really talked to before, you just spout the same typical fucking nonsense that you have every day, and it's just, I don't mind the nonsense if it's expanded upon it, but what happens is you get these sort of you see, anybody who contests it sort of like, they're your enemies. You gotta fight them and kill them, you know. You gotta fight them and kill them. They're your enemies. Eat them up. That's not good at all. Used to fight, used to hunt, used to self-fighting. I don't like that at all. It's not that these things are bad. It's that the things that are bad, that are bad. So don't be against yourself in any sort of capacity, unless you are against yourself. If yourself is against yourself, be against yourself. This is the hope that I hold for all. So effectively, I'm still incredibly vile as a person. All I want are awful. The manner to which I go about them, I have no idea how to fucking do. And that's what saves myself for myself with other people, I suppose. I can have a nice little pretense that I'm decent and well and cool, but, you know, no matter how many cute animal pictures I'll post, I'll never be as pure as somebody who's never seen a roast. I've noticed a lot of people who they just sort of they learned the art of association, not from me, but they realised that this is a good thing. In a turn, they've taken the goodwill that I wish to have, and they're utilising it for their own way, which is just I don't hate it, but I do hate it. I understand it entirely. The bodily wishes to go about its own way, and the ways to which you go about are always your way, It's just the manner to which you go about it. The problem is that if you're so fucking willing to give yourself up in that capacity to reject having your way in the manner to which is your way, and instead going about it until you get what you want, you're not having your way at all. You're sucking the dick. You're sucking the dick of somebody else's wants, and their ways will be the ones that propagate. Because if you cannot have it your way, if you cannot have your way, then you'll never have it at all, essentially. And this is not a childish thing. Fundamentally, as a child, you can do amazing things as a child. It just doesn't really pan out because you're a kid. You don't have the understanding to sort of follow through, is the thing. Because a lot of childhoodness is the play in hold. And as the play in hold, you kind of have to let things go. Very frustrating. I have lots of regrets in that sort of capacity. My biggest, or at least the one that comes to mind the first, is when I was a kid, I asked my sister to, talk to me, because she and everybody else treated me like a fucking retard, which is bad enough because I was a retard, except I wasn't. I was just more interested in doing whatever the fuck that I was doing, rather than pretensing myself, which is a thing from me mother. One of the many family curses, basically. Somebody has to get through it. I don't know if that was me. I'd like it to be me, but I don't think it's gonna be me. I wonder if it's my sister. She has a family, and I shall die alone, I think. I wanted her to talk to me about her problems, and I closed my eyes and forgot I was going to die. Completely sidelined, and she never spoke to me again. And I never sought for speech again. Until the funeral. Not the funeral. Yes, the funeral. Absolutely the funeral. I was going to say the wedding, but no, the funeral. I'm slowly sort of building up, Christopher is actually an adult, a human, he's got persons, he's formulating, he's got plans. Because my sister looked at me several fucking times what the you're not mongoloided? What the fuck is this? Because I apologised to the barkeep, who was my grandfather's like favourite spot, and we sort of just jumped on there and go, oh yeah, he's dead. Surprise! After, you know, it was fucking awful. We just went in there, sat down, had drinks, and yeah, she's dead, and she kind of like had to work around herself, and she took like a smoke break. Kind of crazy, you know, that sort of thing. Kind of absolutely crazy. Quite crazy. Anyway, at least I become a sad little man. The sad little man that I am. Oh, smile, mate. Oh, smile. If you're not smiling, you're not smiling. And if you're not smiling and you're not smiling, then you're not smiling. We can't have this at all, regardless of your situation. No, I still want the violence of my horse. I still want to love the people that I love. I just don't have the means to do it. It's unfortunate. That's basically it. That's the only thing that stops me. I don't have the means to love. I've largely given up on my spiritual beliefs. I've done that several times, but I'm very willing to do so now. The only thing that I want, that I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Got a hump in my back. That's pushing my forwards towards me, and it's just, I don't like it at all. Every day I live over dullness, of pain, and I'm very used to this. And the day starts off like this, and it gets worse. And then I end the day typical acting, which is kind of how you should do it, I suppose. But the difference is, I've not got any work to sort of do. I've yet to find something that really captivates. I figured the nettle juice was going to be so, but the nettle juice was just maybe if I refine it, if I could refine crap, I'll turn it to gold. It's entirely possible. Shouldn't give up on it. But you hear me speaking of it, and I don't really care for it. That's the biggest problem in life. I have nothing to really care for. Because I've never had anything in life. Ooh. Woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. Smile, smile, smile. Oh. I wonder if my demons will return. I'm already feeling the shadow effects of the wishing the wells. I wish you well, at the very least.